Hello everyone, this is Suresh from Azure ADB. Today our topic is how to list the contents of files or folders under DB utilities. So this command we used to list the contents of a directory in DBFS, that means Databricks file system. So dbutils.fs.ls. So that means DB utilities, that is Databricks file system, and FS is file system, and LS is list. Okay, so first we'll see help function on DB utilities. If you write dbutilities.help, what it does is, see, it will give you the help on this particular DB utilities. So it's telling that this module provides various utilities for users to interact with rest of Databricks. So in this, so normally we'll use FS. So it is mentioned here about this FS, and notebook will use, and secrets will use, and widgets. So these four things we use normally. So next we'll see help on dbutilities.fs and on ls. So what he does is he lists the contents of directory. That means in particular directory, it will list down all the files. So suppose like display ls, and inside that we need to mention the path of the directory. So you can go through this about this help on this dbutilities.fs.ls. So now what we'll do is, so mainly this topic mainly concentrates on dbutilities.fs.ls. So mainly how to list down the contents of the directory or files, you can say. So first we'll see about listing contents of the root directory. So to list contents of the root directory, so you can simply pass backslash as the path. So that means dbutilities.fs.ls, and inside that you give backslash. So then it will give you the list of files. If you see here, dbutilities.fs.ls backslash. So it will give you the list of files. So that means if you see here, square bracket is there, no? So this means list. So list of files. So it is mentioned like file info, and in that first column is path. So second is name, size, and modification time. So this many rows, it is giving the output. So mainly it giving file store, content, data, Databricks, datasets, results, local, and user. So there are two ways we can do it. If you see here syntax, to list down files and directories, we can simply, you can use it %fsls, simply backslash. That is one way. Other way is dbutilities.fs.ls, and inside that you mention that backslash. And there is other way, %sh, ls, and dbfs. So you can follow either of these three methods. So here, what I try to is first this one, %fs, ls. So what it doing is, see it giving in tabular format, mainly 4 columns: path, name, size, and modification time. So here normally in Databricks we'll follow file store one thing, and Databricks datasets and users. So it listing down all the folders here in tabular format. Next we'll see %fsls backslash. So these two syntax will give you same result. If you see here, it will give you same result. So both will work same. And third one, we saw already this. Okay, so for this and this, what is the difference is %fs_ls backslash, it giving in tabular format. So all these folders, it is giving tabular format. By using dbutils.fs.ls, it giving in the form of list. Okay, so list of arrays. So same thing, if you want in tabular format, you just add it to display of this one, it will give you in tabular format. So you choose whichever is best among these two. So totally we have two syntax. One is %fs_ls and dbutils.fs.ls. And you can try with this also, %fs_ls. So next, see here, only backslash means it giving all the folders. So this talks about uh, default directory. So as I told, so normally we'll use this file store. So that means %fs_ls, and here we need to give the path. So what is path? File store, and under file store we have tables. So that is this one we normally will use. So either you can write it like %fs_ls and this path, or dbutilities.fs.ls, and inside that we can mention as path. Otherwise %sh_ls and this path. So next what we'll do is, see up to here we covered. So next second thing what we'll can do is listing contents of a directory. So to list all files and directories within a specific directory, we can use this one dbutilities.fs.ls, and inside that we can mention the path of the directory. So and later if you want to individual files, so you can use for loop on this particular variable, so it will list down all the files. So here what I'm doing is dbutilities.fs.ls, and here I'm giving path. So this one mainly we have default this one now. So I'll take screenshot. So these are default files available, and in this here what I'm doing is very first I'm taking this one Databricks datasets, that is this one. So here if you display this one, if you use a display, it will give you in tabular format. So overall want to practice by using Databricks, and if you want ready available data sets, so you can make use of this. If you try to use this function under Databricks datasets, it will list down all the datasets available. See here almost 55 datasets are available. So for practice purpose, we can use it this one. And we can do one more thing. You can loop it this one. Suppose what I will do is I will copy this one and I will store it as files. So files equal to this one. And later what I will do is I will try to do this for loop. So it will give you the list. So for files, okay, if I try to print this, I'll try to move this. Yeah, see here first it will store in files. So Databricks datasets. So all these folders, no, it will store in files. Then I'm looping these files one by one. So then I'm trying to print this. So what you're doing is see file info first column is path, that is this one path up to here. This one path up to here, that is this one first column. Second one is name, size, modification time, that is name, size, modification time. So that means each row it is iterating, and if you see total you'll find 55 rows here. So because our this data frame has 55 rows, it iterating one by one. Okay, so this you can try this similar way. If you see here, uh, here dbutils.fs.ls. So you can save in this particular variable, and you can similar way you can iterate that. Okay, so this you can try that. Here I'm not done. So next, what I'm trying to do is I'm using same function dbutilities.fs.ls. Now I'm trying to do on this particular directory, Databricks results. So why it throwing here error is, so we don't have any files under this directory. So that's why it throwing error. And next I'm trying to retrieve on users, that is last one, user. So under user, we have one folder that is user hive. So next I'm trying on file store. So same function I'm using dbutilities.fs.ls and file store. So this one. If I use this file store, so under file store, we have these 4 folders. So among these, what I'm selecting is this one, file store tables. This is the common, will make use of this folder. So I'm doing copy and doing paste here. So dbutilities.fs.ls, and I'm pasting this path. So under file store / tables, we have these many files. So these are all the CSV and JSON. So whatever files is there, no? So all I uploaded through here, this option. So for demo purpose, whatever data sets I uploaded here through this table, and all those things, CSVs, JSONs, and some folders, it displaying under this file store tables. So next, what I'm doing, check the folder and list the content. So here I'm using same thing, dbutilities.fs.ls. Suppose I have one path. Okay, so you under user hive, under warehouse, I have this folder. So I want to check what is there inside this particular path. So under this, I have one delta log file and I have one snappy parquet file. Okay, so how you'll get this path is, so what you can do is you can copy this. You can see, you can get this path step by step. Suppose if you see here, earlier we ran this one only up to user. So here it giving user hive. Okay, so this you can copy this user hive. So user hive up to here I'm taking. So I'm trying to run this one. See under user hive, we have warehouse. So we have only one folder. So after this, what I'm doing, I'm copying this warehouse. Maybe I'll do here only. So I'm copying this path and I'm pasting here. So what I will get, I will get to know what is the files available under Hive and under warehouse. So under Hive, we already saw we have warehouse, and under warehouse, we have these files. Okay, so these many files we have. So in this, I selected this one, table cross join. So you can see table cross join somewhere here, it will be there. This one. So you can copy this path and I pasted here. So we have these many files and folders, no? So I selected this one random. So you can try any other folder here and you can check what is the files and folders available under this particular path. So next, what I'm trying to do is, so by default, I'm selecting some folder. So we already displayed dbf at dbfs file store tables. If you see here, see this we already displayed what is the files and folders available here. So in this, I selected one folder, that is this one, interview questions. So this I copied and I pasted here, interview questions. So when I run only this one, interview questions, very first time, so it giving I have PySpark. Under this folder, I have PySpark. So now I'm copying this and I'm pasting here. So under PySpark, again under this PySpark, I have these three files. One CSV file, one JSON file, and this is one file. So like this, you can check one by one. So first you can list down what is the files and folders available under these file store tables. So from this, you can randomly pick any one folder and inside that you can go. So up to end hierarchy. So next what I'm doing, so similar way, I'm selecting one more default folder, the generate random data. And if you see here, this one. So you can copy this path from where I'm getting this one, dbutils.fs.ls under file store tables. I have this folder. So this one I copied, generate random data, and I'm using here. So under this, I have only one CSV file. And next, I'm checking under user. So user, we already saw at up to one level we saw earlier user, where this user is coming here, this one. So first, if I, how I'm doing this continuously is, first I tried with only this one, only with user. Only with user, what I'm getting, this one. Under user, I have hive. Then what I did, I copied and pasted here. So if I run this, I will get these two hive. Under hive, I have warehouse. Then I copied this path and I pasted here. So under warehouse, what files I have? I have these three files. Okay, not three files, 67 files I have. So from that, from warehouse, I randomly selected colors. If you see these colors, see under this, we have this many, no? So very first one I selected colors. So that is this one. So under colors, you can see how many files is available. So where is colors? Here. See, we have one delta log file and one snappy parquet file. So next I'm going to check under customer 123. So I'm copying that and pasting here. If I run this under customer 123, see here one delta log file and one snappy parquet file. And similar way, warehouse customers. So if I copy paste this and if I try to run this under customers, see here one delta log file is there and one snappy parquet file is there. So I selected first three folders. So since we have 67 files here, so you can try with some other files, like picking some random files like employees you can pick. So anything, so orders, invite trips. So you can pick this path and you can check how many files are available in that under that particular folder. So next I'm coming to Databricks datasets. That is this one. So earlier I shown only under this particular path, Databricks datasets. So Databricks datasets, we have total 55 rows. Okay, so that means we have total 55 files and folders. So very first time, what it gives is, it gives only this table, this 55 rows. So in that, I'm randomly picking bike sharing. If you see bike sharing, see this one. So randomly I selected this particular path and I'm pasting here. And if you try to run this one, you will get under bike sharing, you have two files. So one is a README file and one folder is there. And you can check under this again, data 001. See here, I'm copying that path because that is folder, no? So I want to check what is there inside that folder. See under that, I have two CSV files. One is a day and one is hour CSV files. So next I'm checking airlines. If you see here, I have this airlines folder. So I'm copying this and I'm checking under airlines how many files and folders are available. If you see here, one readme file and one success file and one part 50 file. This is folder. Okay, so you can check again what is available under this particular folder. So I copied here, copy pasted here. And if you try to check under that, see here, we don't have anything under that. We have again folder only. Okay, so this how we can keep on go until getting files. See, very first we are getting folders, all folders we are getting. So then I'm picking randomly and checking under this what is available. Since under bike sharing we have folder again, and again I'm going under this folder. See here I have only files. So further we don't have under this. So like that. So next similar way, I have one folder streaming. If you see file store tables, if you go at the top, see here. So file store tables. So here maximum we have files like either CSV or JSON files. So very few folders are there like this: generate random data, interview questions. So similar way we have this streaming. So this I am randomly selected because here our also one folder is there. So there are few folders is there. So this I randomly selected this streaming folder. So I want to check what is the files and folders available under this streaming. So first what I'll do is first I will check under streaming what is there. So if I try to display this under streaming what is there, see here only three folders are there. Again we have subfolders. Under streaming we have stream underscore checkpoint, stream underscore read stream, stream underscore write stream. So we have three folders. So first what I will do, first I will copy this stream underscore checkpoint. So if I check under this stream underscore checkpoint, see I have one JSON. Again I have one folder. So first level is streaming. Under streaming I have stream underscore checkpoint. Under this I have JSON. So I'm copying this path and I'm checking under this what is available. If I activate this under JSON, see here, under JSON, I have again one more folder, set1 and set2. So if I copy this one, set1, Okay, you can set one. I'm not selected because under set one I don't have any files. If I use here, it will throw error. This cell, it will throw error. So that's why I omitted that set one. So set two, I will activate this. So what I will get here is under set two, I have this checkpoint folder. Okay, so checkpoint folder. Next, what I will do is, next I will go for second folder. That is our read stream. If I check under this read stream, just a minute, it got hanged. Under read stream, stream underscore read stream. So here we have again one JSON folder. And if you try to copy this JSON and if you check here, okay, so under JSON we have three folders, set 1, 2, 3. So I'm activating all these three. I will show there. See read stream, JSON, and again under JSON we have set 1, set 2, set 3 folders. So if I check under set 1, say I have one JSON file, multi-line nested 01 JSON. So similar way underscore set 2, I have this particular JSON. So similar way underscore under set 03, I have this particular JSON. So next, what I will do, we have one more folder that is a write stream. So we'll see what is the files and folders available under write stream. So this one. So under write stream, we have again JSON. So again JSON, under JSON, we have three folders. Set 1 up to 5 we have. Okay, total 5 folders we have. So here we'll see how many sets we are checking. So I'm checking only first two sets. So remaining sets you can check it here. Okay, so you can add syntax and replace. You can add here a set 3, 4, 5, and you can check the folders. If you see here under set 3, first we'll check under set 1. We have one metadata folder and we have snappy Parquet file. So similar way under set 2, we have one metadata file and one snappy file. So here I checked under only set 1 and set 2, we have up to set 5. So you can add same syntax here and you can try to check what is the files and folders available under set 3, 4, and 5. So this is up to here, this is about listing the files or folders under a directory. So now what we'll see, listing files recursively. So that means what it does is it will go each and every hierarchy and it will list down all the files. So in PySpark, since we don't have direct way to list the files recursively by using this dbutils.fs.ls, so we need to use recursive function here. So here what I'm doing, so I'm using this function and allowing to list and filter files and directories. So how I'm doing here is I'm creating one function here and I'm mentioning path here. So here I'm using for loop. So for this is file in dbutilities.fs.ls path. So here we need to give the path. So first it will go under this particular path. So what condition is given is if this file info is directory. If that is a directory, then what it has to do is it has to add uh, this one file underscore info dot path. Okay, so otherwise it print file underscore info dot path. So then I'm calling this function, and this is the path I'm giving here, file store underscore tables, because we have all the files and folders majorly under this. So here what we'll get is, so we'll get all the files under this folder. So here what we are getting additionally is, here if I go our initial folder, see here files and file store underscore tables, as I told initially. So this path, it is having both files and folders. So that means, see here we have CSV and JSON files, and additionally we have folders here. See here we have two folders, and similar way we have some interview question folder was, streaming is there, and interview questions. So like this, a few folders, our is there. See around some 4 to 5 folders are there, and remaining on all files and only files. So first what it does is it will list down all the files. See, for listing down all these files, CSV and JSON, it will give directly. But what about files under these folders? So here, see here, we have two more folders. So what about these 7 to 8 folders? So under this, we have some files, no? So I want to list down those files also. So if you see here, see if you come to very starting, see here, first it listing down all the files up to here files. Then and under, if you come to here random data, so our first folder is this one, no, generate random data. So you see here it not listing here folder name, only folder, it listing down files under even folders also. So under generate random data folder, we have these files, okay, these CSV files. See here, these are all under random data. So generate random data. So under this folder, we have these many files. So similar way, we have few more folders. No, if I go down by random data, yeah. So next we have interview questions. See, in under interview questions, we have again folder PySpark. Under that we have one more folder. Okay, this one. Under that we have files. So how many folders is there? It will go recursively inside that, and it will list down that particular file. So this is about interview questions. Next, see, these are all files, direct files, and we have few more folders. No, so we'll see that. So what we have, streaming we have. See, as we discussed earlier, under streaming, we have one more folder, stream checkpoint, again JSON, again set to, again we have files. See, we have how many levels are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will go all the levels and it will display the files under this. See, under read stream JSON, we have JSON files. So this all we discussed. So similar way, underscore, we have our file. See, under our we have again one folder. Okay, so under our we have these many files. So what it does is it will go recursively under each folder and it will list down all the files. So we have one temp data, temp underscore data, one folder is there. So again under that we have one more folder, and under that we have files. See, temp underscore data, here again temp data sales, this is one more folder. So like this, it will go each and every folder recursively, and it will list down all the files. It will display only the files. Okay. So in this video, we discussed how to list the contents of the files and directories, and how to list down the files recursively. Okay, so that's all about this video. If you really like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.